Well, first of all, let's talk about the book. You're just releasing a new book called Twisted Business: Lessons from My Life in Rock and Roll. 50 years of rock and roll life. What are the most important lessons you can share with us from this life?
Well, the book is a bizwar, which is a phrase that I invented, which is a business book and a memoir, because I'm a businessman, and the music business consists of two words: music and business. And most musicians forget the business part of it. But if you forget the business part of it, you may have lost a lot on the music side of it, because how many stories are there of careers that have gone down the tubes because the musicians themselves were not paying attention to the business that they're in. And it's a very tough business. I mean, all businesses are tough. The music business is extremely tough, and it's the entertainment business. And the entertainment business at large is a business about reinvention, because it's always about, what have you done for me lately? People in the music business and the entertainment business in general deal with this more than just about anybody else. So what the book really is about is, part of it's a memoir, which is my life story prior to Twisted Sister, and then the challenges of trying to make Twisted Sister succeed and keep it relevant. I'm going to be celebrating my 49th year in the band in December. So it's quite unusual to have a band last that long. In fact, if you think about major bands that came out of the 1972-73 period, you have Kiss, Judas Priest, AC/DC, Twisted Sister. Now, there's many other bands that came out of it, but you remember those four. We all managed to survive, and we all probably have crazy stories to tell. And our story is amongst, I think, the most interesting, because it really tells you how hard this business is and how difficult it is to sustain a career with all of the unbelievably crazy ups and downs of the career. And in the book, I structure the book, and I create this thing called the twisted method of reinvention. I take every letter, TWISTED, and I make a story and an example with each letter and what it means, in my opinion, in terms of trying to succeed. So I say it's tenacity, wisdom, inspiration, stability, trust, excellence, and discipline. So when you buy this book, you're really getting a business book, and you're getting a template, and you're getting a guide on how to live your life professionally, regardless of what kind of music you play. In fact, regardless of what music, whether it's in the music business or not in the music business, it just gives you a blueprint on how to survive life.
Did you always have this vision, this professional vision towards the band? I mean, were you the person that had these kind of decisions, or at the time you didn't have that kind of discipline, as you said on the book?
Well, at the end of 1972, when I auditioned for the band that became Twisted Sister, it was called Silver Star, I was just the guitar player. I just signed on to be a guitar player. I had no idea what I was getting into outside of playing guitar in a band. So I was quite happy just being the guitar player and letting somebody else make the decisions, because I really didn't know. But I think in the back of my mind, I have a very strong self-preservation streak. And I think that I decided I was going to learn as much as I could and watch everything I could, and let's see what happens. And if people do their job, that's fine. And if they don't do their job, maybe I'll have to step in. But there was no way to know. When I was the 20-year-old JJ is not the 69-year-old JJ. Okay, 20-year-old JJ was just a rock and roll kid who wanted to be in a band, and that was it. So it was a very rude awakening and a very long trail to get to where we are now.
Well, you're 69. You're looking really good, JJ. I'm happy you're looking that good.